Good morning. This is a 10 a.m. press conference that's launching promptly at 10:15. My name is Wendy Northcross. I'm the President and CEO of the Cod Chamber of Commerce, and it is my pleasure this morning to welcome all of you to a press conference announcing a new round of grant funding for special projects on Cape Cod. And we are very excited this morning to have a lot of distinguished guests to make that announcement. I'll just start from my left is President Kathleen Schatzberg from Cape Cod Community College, who is also on the board of directors of the Arts Foundation.
She's a collaborator on the planning grant.
Who is a collaborator on one of the grants. Also, Beth from the Arts Foundation. Beth Dillon from the town of Barnstable. Teresa Martin from the Cape Cod Technology Council, who must also be a collaborator on a planning grant. We have Lisa Hergenrother from the Arts Foundation. We have Dick Neitz from the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce. Myself, we have Representative Eric Turkington, who's going to dole out the money, which thank you very much. Christina Hogan, who's the program coordinator for the Mass Cultural Council, which is the genesis of these funds. We have Charlie Rich, who is the president of Coastal Community Capital, one of the collaborators on one of these grants, and Maggie Van Skyver, who's the president of the Arts Foundation of Cape Cod, one of the grant recipients. So it's my pleasure now to introduce Representative Eric Turkington, who is also the co-chair of the Committee on Tourism, Arts, and Cultural Development.
Thank you very much, Wendy, and thank all of you for coming here today. Last year was a good year in the state budget for arts and culture. We were able to increase Mass Cultural Council appropriation by quite a bit. And that's one of the reasons we're here today, because that increase allowed the Cultural Council to make a whole new series of grants to cultural organizations all across the Commonwealth, but particularly on Cape Cod. We spoke earlier this morning to the chamber folks up there in the tourism industry about the synergy, the relationship between tourism, arts, and culture. These grants are Exhibit A to prove that point. Now, these grants have not gone to somebody working in the garret on some long project that no one will ever see. These grants are for projects that everyone on Cape Cod is going to be able to see and participate in and enjoy. So I look forward to seeing this product. As usual, people who receive the grants do so much with so little. The amount of money we're talking about here, in any other pursuit, would be considered very, very small. But because we have such creative people in the arts, and because they work so hard, and because so much time and energy is donated by these organizations, by these individuals, we end up getting a huge bang for our state dollars from these kind of grants. So, that's a good idea. Okay, would you mind, this is Christina from the Mass Cultural Council, who's going to explain the grant program to you.
Hi, thank you. Thanks, Representative Turkington and the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce for allowing me to be here today. We're in our 10th year of the Cultural Economic Development Program with the Mass Cultural Council. The Cultural Economic Development Program became the John and Abigail Adams Arts Program in 2005. This year we're awarding 28 implementation grants, and for the first time, 10 planning grants, with a total grant allocation of $1.35 million. The projects have a variety of different focuses, including community revitalization, cultural tourism, building the capacity of artists, and growing creative industries. On behalf of the Massachusetts Cultural Council, I would like to congratulate the 4 Cape Cod Adams Grant recipients. This is an extremely competitive process, and I commend all the partners for their hard work and dedication to cultural economic development.
Great. Okay, yes, get the drum roll going, please. Very good. Okay, the first grant, the Artisan Heritage Trails of Cape Cod, Northwest Virginia, and Nantucket. The lead partner Islands Community Development. Formerly Dick and now Charlie. This is modeled after North Carolina's highly successful Handmade in America project. It created a regional trail to connect tourists and residents of Cape Cod to the wealth of artists and craft people who live here. The intent is to boost revenues for the cultural and non-cultural businesses. And most of you have probably seen the guidebook, the Artisan Trail guidebook that they put out. And with these funds, they will be able to do it again. Okay, the next grant goes to Harbor Your Arts in Hyannis. The lead partner of that is the town of Barnstable. And representing the town of Barnstable is Beth Dillon. This is designed to stimulate the economy of downtown Hyannis and increase seasonal and year-round economic activity through marketing the work of local artists. They're either able to sell their work in these shanties close to the harbor area that we've all seen, or to have studio and gallery space and vacant storefronts on Main Street. The project helps the artists create a self-sustaining business by helping them grow their business model. It also helps downtown Hyannis by giving tourists and visitors and residents a venue to look at art and enjoy art and perhaps buy some art. That grant was for $50,000 to the town of Barnstable. Next in line is the Provincetown Path to Culture. This is an ongoing effort to increase tourism and stimulate year-round economic development in Provincetown by utilizing the existing cultural assets of the town. The partners plan to expand their work this year by working with a consultant to further develop their street wayfinding system, something you need in Provincetown, and their marketing efforts. The grant for $30,000 will allow this very useful project to continue for another year. Provincetown is represented by... Michelle from the town, would you like to say a word?
Thank you very much. This is our third year of funding, and it is a small amount of money that we've managed to expand and keep pulling in a lot of collaborators, partners, and interested people for what we can.
Thank you very much. And the next grant is the Creative Economy Action Plan for Cape Cod, whose lead partner is the Arts Foundation of Cape Cod, which is leading efforts to develop a plan that would help define Cape Cod's regional creative economy and position it for future growth in size, diversity, and quality. And with a very small grant of $5,000, they are going to do great things. Lisa?
We're grateful for these funds, and I want to thank the Massachusetts Cultural Council and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. This is an exciting collaboration that's going to involve 8 nonprofit regional organizations, including the Arts Foundation, the Cape Cod Economic Development Council, the Cape Cod Technology Council, the Cape Cod Community College, the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce, and I know I'm forgetting a couple of groups. I'm really sorry, but one thing that we're really excited about is bringing together a cross-section of folks concerned about economic development and looking at it very holistically, getting it just out of the arts conversation and looking at the creative economy across all businesses. So thank you for the support. Thank you to my partners, Kathy Schatzberg, Wendy, Teresa Martin. These are folks that are working with us on this planning grant. Thanks.
The last grant I'd like to mention is not one of the John Adams grants from the Cultural Council, but it's a grant that was as a result of an earmark, if you'll pardon the phrase, that we put into the budget last year for the regional tourism councils in the state, all across the state, to compete with their own ideas about how to combine tourism, arts, and culture in a profitable way. And we're very pleased that the Cape Cod Chamber, Cape Cod Regional Tourism Council, whichever hat you're wearing today, received this grant, and Wendy was here to tell us a little bit about that.
Actually, I'm going to turn the microphone back over to Lisa, because what we did was collaborate with the Arts Foundation of Cape Cod, which is the arts agency for Barnstable County, and we're creating a brand new product that we're very excited about called the Cultural Explorer. And we're actually, the Arts Foundation gets the lion's share of the work on this one. We get to write the checks and help, but I'm going to have Lisa describe the rest.
Thanks, Wendy. I want to acknowledge the work of Beth Dunn from my office, who's actually coordinating this project. The Cultural Explorer project is going to be the creation of a new portal website promoting the cultural assets of the region and putting together packages between travel, hospitality, businesses, and cultural packages, cultural venues. And we'll be launching this new endeavor as part of an expanded program for Cape Cod Maritime Days this season, and we're looking to take this model and extend it to other kinds of programming. So thank you to the Chamber for collaborating with us, and thank you to the Mass Cultural Council and the Commonwealth for this new source of support, which we hope will continue next year. Thank you.
Thank you. That was a $15,000 grant. And again, it was a special grant program through the Regional Tourism Councils and Mass Cultural Council. Do you have any other questions, Larry? Your exclusive interview, but we have our Steve Baty, All Pro Media Productions, is taping this, and we've got stills and we'll be sending this out to the front. How many people applied for this very competitive grant process?
We had 48 implementation grants and 18 planning grants. No, that was 5, yeah. And then 28 implementation grants were awarded and 10 planning grants. So 48 to 28 and then 18 to 10.
A little more than half. Well, since this is a press conference and you want the press, we have any other... That's right, it's an exclusive interview. All right.
Breaking news. Thanks. And maybe, Steve, if I can ask everyone at the front here just to stay for a couple of more stills. Steve can get some stills for us. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone. The arts and culture are alive and well in Cape Cod. Thank you, everyone, for continuing.